Okay people, welcome back. In the previous lesson, we learned how we can quickly and mentally add numbers in our head. In this lesson, we'll be looking at how we can apply a similar technique to subtract numbers mentally in a few seconds. In the last lesson, we used a technique called add and jump. This technique, you guessed it, is going to be minus or subtract and jump. As we did before, I'm going to start you with a few, to be exact, 3 questions to get you warmed up and to test your current ability. It's going to be 2 two-digit numbers. I'd like you to subtract one number from the other and record the answer. But do the calculations mentally, record your answer on paper, and next we'll do them together and see what you got. Alright, are you ready? I'm going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2. If you need to pause the video and get your pen and paper, do so. But we are about to begin. Your first question is subtract 16 from 54. Next, I'd like you to subtract 18 from 37. And finally, I'd like you to subtract 32 from 79. Okay, your time is up. Let's look at those questions and work the answers out together. Well, actually, I'm going to apply the technique quickly, and then we look at how I did it. Alright? So, 6 from 54 is 48. 48, 38. Next, 8 from 37 is 29. 19. 2 from 79 is 77 minus 30, 47. Yeah? Okay, so let's see how I did it. We use the technique, as I said, called MG. Now the M is for minus or subtract, and the J is for how many tens we jump. So in this case, as in all cases, our first step is to minus or add, and the second step is to jump. So we always add or subtract first, and then we jump last. And that's what gives us the speed, yeah? Most of us, including me, we've been doing it in the reverse. I'm not saying you should stop. Again, this is just a technique to add to your existing arsenal. If it gets you to work things out quicker mentally when you're in a bind, or if you feel like you're on a test, by all means consider using it. So here we go. Here's the technique. We start with 54 minus 6. That's the first step. So remember, first step is to minus, and all we do is we minus the units digit. So 6 from 54, and we can do that. We know that. That's 48. And because we're dealing with tens, yep, so let's first record our 48. 6 from 54, 48. That's step 1. 6 from 54 out of 48. That's step 1. And the next step is to jump down by 10, because we only got 16. So minus 10, 48, 38. Yeah? Did you get that? Let's do another one. 37 minus 8. Step 1, minus. Gives us 29. Again, we have tens. So, first answer, or first step, 29 has an 8 minus 37, 29, and then we jump by 10, because we've only got 18, which gives us 19, yeah? Final one, 79 minus 2 gives us, so we have 79 minus 2, which gives us 77, not 78, my mistake, 2 minus 79 gives us 77, yeah? But in this case, we need to jump 3 times because we've got 30, haven't we? So we jump down 3 times, 37. All right, hopefully you got that. Let's go over it one more time. Step 1, minus the units digit from the entire number. So we have 6 minus 54 gives us 48. And because we only got 110, we only need to jump once, and we jump down once. 48 minus 10 gives us 38. In this case, we had 8 minus 37, which gives us 29. Again, we jumped down by 110, which gave us 19. In this case, we had 2 minus 79, which is 77, but we needed to jump down 3 times. We jump down because we're minusing. If we were adding, we jump up. Yeah? So 77 minus 30 gives us 77, 67, 57, 47. Alright? Hopefully you got that, but to ensure you did, I'm going to record 3 more questions that I'd like you to do on your own. I'm going to write them outside of the view of the camera so you can't see them. Because of course these techniques are meant for when you have to do these questions mentally. If you were given one of these questions with a pen and a paper, you would probably be able to easily look at, 3 from 7 equals 4, 4 from 9, 4, that sort of thing. But when we have to do these things mentally, it's harder for us to visualize it in our mind's eye. All right? And that's the purpose of these techniques. So I'm going to record the questions over here outside of the camera, and then I'm going to call them out. And as before, I'd like you to work them out mentally, but record the answers on a piece of paper, and then we'll check them out together. All right? Your first question is 49 minus 17. That's 49 minus 17. Your next question is 64 minus 18. And your third and final question is 96 minus 28. All right, let's look at those now together and see what we've got. So, in the first instance, remember the technique, minus and then jump. First we minus and next we jump. All right, so 7 from 49 is nothing more than 42, and jump down 1, 32. Next question, 8 from 64 is 56, isn't it? And then we jump down 1, 46. Yeah, final question. 8 from 96 gives us 88. 88, we've got 2 here. We jump down to 88, 78, 68. 68. I don't know why I wrote 66, so apologies. Hopefully you got that. If you didn't, create some questions for yourself, or ask a friend or a family member to do it for you and test yourself. Don't give yourself more than 4 seconds. Push yourself to increase your speed. And if you haven't, perhaps, look over the video and see if there was anything you missed or anything that can help you increase your speed. As for this video, we've come to the end, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. In the meantime, remember, keep learning.